So about
Even.
Aloha.
Aloha, everybody.
Welcome to notpods.com.
Welcome to notpods.com. Welcome.
No way. So we are live. This is August 11th, Friday. This is a brand new show, episode 1. This is one of my original shows. It's going to be Talk Story with Uncle Richie. We're here with my good friend Dustin Carpenter, huge sports fan.
Aloha, everybody. Good to be here.
Yes.
We're loving this.
From the middle of the Pacific Ocean. We will tell you this is Hawaiian time. It is 5 p.m., so you guys can do the math. Just a hint, it's 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern. Somewhere in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. If you know, you know. I'm bringing Dustin on because had a little bit of an intense medical issue. We maybe want to talk some of that. We'll talk some sports as well, but kind of lucky to be alive, this guy. Maybe we're going to just give some information.
Sounds good.
Help some people out. So
it was an experience for sure.
Yeah, let's hear your story.
Well, like Richie, work in the same industry, bartender, been on Kauai for about 20 years. One night at work, I don't know, just my stomach started hurting. Just felt a little cramping, didn't know what to think of it. Just went home that night and tried to eat. Nothing, just wanted to go down. So I just went to sleep. And I mean, a 41-year-old man, what are you going to do? You just think everything's okay. My thought was go get some Pepto-Bismol and deal with it. And about an hour before my shift, I had to call my boss and was like, I'm going to go to urgent care. I don't know what's going on. And so I went there and they basically took blood and then sent me home with some, they didn't really know over there what was going on. But after the blood results came back, I was kind of told by the doctor that I saw, I should go to the ER and get a CT scan. My white cell count was at 18,000. And for a normal human, it's supposed to be in the range of about 6,000 to 8,000. So something was going on in my body where, wow, everything, fight or flight, So I went to the ER. My mom took me, thank God, because I wasn't going to go until tomorrow, the next day. And showed up to the ER. They did a CT scan and they found out I was diagnosed with what's called diverticulitis. I had no idea what it was. Always pooped, always ate whatever I wanted. Everything was fine. And it was the only time I was ever backed up. And according to them, it was a seed or a piece of a nut got stuck inside my small intestine, created an infection. And from there, we tried to cure it with antibiotics. It didn't work. And I had to result in surgery. And that's a whole nother set of issues that came from that.
Quick timeout. So that first night you had the stomach ache, was it, and you tried to eat, would it not go down type thing?
Oh, I just had no desire to eat. I was just like,
okay.
I don't feel like eating. I'm going to go to sleep. And it was a weird feeling. And then when I was in the hospital, I all of a sudden didn't eat. I mean, after my first surgery, what they did basically, because the first way they do diverticulitis is they try to cure it with a 5-day span of antibiotics. And diverticulitis, from what I learned, is from diverticulosis. And 1 in every 2 Americans after the age of 50 get this disease, which I didn't know. And because of my lifestyle of smoking cigarettes, which is horrible, I'm so glad I don't do that anymore. Drinking, eating bad food, it just all stress from my line of work, everything just all compiled into where they had to literally cut 12 inches of my small intestine out and reattach it. And after that surgery, I woke up, was feeling okay. And then about day 2 or 3, I just started throwing up constantly. So the staple line from where they reattached everything had a leak. I went septic. So they had to do an emergency surgery
Which
after
means
that.
what exactly?
Septic. Basically, my bodily fluids that normally go through your, all the way through your excess waste was leaking into my system. And so they had to do what's called an emergency colostomy. And now my intestines are through my stomach and I have a bag. Thank God it's temporary. I'm getting that fixed in a month. But man, it's so crazy how common this is and we don't know about it. And I'm glad Richie's giving me the platform to explain this to you guys.
So just what you said, like it could be a strawberry seed.
They said it could have been simply a seed from a strawberry, and it gets caught, it gets infected, and then you either live with you. Yeah. And after this happened, I mean, friends of ours, close friends that I don't want to disclose their names, but they all are suffering from diverticulitis and they have to have strict diets where they can't eat these things anymore. So I'm very lucky in the sense that that infected part of my tissue is gone and I can eat whatever I want, but it was a massive wake up call to what I'm putting in my body.
Life and death moment, huh?
100%. I was legally dead for a day and a half. I woke up after my second surgery, intubated, with a ventilator. And I can't describe what happened coming out of that. I just can tell you that I'm very happy to be here. And it was a massive gut punch, literally, to show me how I need to be living now.
No white light or
I don't know really how to describe it, but yes, it basically came down to a situation was, do I want to go this way? This looks really nice. Or do I want to go back to where I was? And it was good to have that feeling, but it definitely.
So you could have gone the other way?
Yeah, it was, I don't really know how else to put it. It was crazy. Yeah.
So how is this going to affect your life now?
Well,
going forward,
I know I am so conscious of what I'm putting in my body. I look back and, I think of the pandemic, 2020, the lockdown. I was going through a bad breakup and the way I was living my life at that point, and then the lockdown and being isolated away from my friends and family and everything, and the life choices I took at that time, I really see that, onsetting what happened after. And I'm looking back and it's time to start surfing every day again. It's time to start eating good. And, we're not getting any younger. And you really, sometimes with what happened to me, it takes a gut punch like that to where you're facing death in the face to realize, is it time to make these choices, or is it time to just, I'm not ready to give up. So
no. 42, you said?
Yeah. Way too young. Way too young. And it's scary seeing so many of our friends and family and people going through similar things, and all it is lifestyle.
Right. Wow.
I don't know. You think you're invincible until you're not.
Glad you made it through that. Your brother actually, he did a group text or something, but I thought it was a scam, really, because hello, please, and thank you very much, and send this. I'm like, and then a little later, but you were already over it. But
and
I didn't even really know anything about it.
I didn't think it was serious until it got serious. Yeah. I'm in the hospital and they're saying you're going to go. I've never been in surgery ever. Don't know what an invasive surgery is. And man, it's serious stuff. It's very serious stuff.
How long was the removal? How long did the surgery take?
This first surgery was, I think, about 7 hours. I woke up fine from that. And then the second surgery, about the same, about 7 hours. And I woke up 2 days after that. So, yeah, scary stuff.
Scary stuff. And could happen to anybody, yeah?
Could happen to anybody. What up? Hey, what's up, Ray?
Uncle Ray.
She hanging up?
We're live.
We are alive.
Believe it or not. Say hi. That's us.
Oh, there's your
YouTube. My buddy just got home, so I'm just doing this out of my living room right now on a Dell computer.
Gotta love
Grassroots.
Grassroots as good as it can be.
Snowball effect. I'm up to, I think, 33 subscribers, and One day I will be asking for 51 cents a month and hopefully be in, 6-7 digits a year is my goal.
The way I look at it, that's good. That's a small chunk of change for good content.
Yeah. I think about anybody can afford 51 cents a month out of your credit card. You won't even notice. And you know why I do 51 cents? And I say this almost every show because they think we're dumbasses. $49.99. Oh man, that's not $50, I think it was like a 1950s archaic psychological marketing scheme, right? Let's make everything 1 cent less, $9.99. So I'm going, I don't think you guys are fucking idiots. And I'm going 51 cents. I love Ichiro for one. And, 51 cents. And people ask, well, why not just 50? Because it's 51. This one goes to 11. And if I get 100,000 subscribers or 10,000 or whatever, that extra 1 cent actually pays off. And I'm sure it'll go to charity. When I make enough money, I'm sharing. That's my plan. I love to take care of all my friends, all my family. I got my 6-year-old and
summing up the aloha spirit right there.
Yeah. I always wondered, how can you just get an infinitesimal amount of money from even a small percentage of the world's population?
Just putting love into what you love,
Yeah. So I think that's enough. Oh, so what do people need to know, and what should you think about? And because this sounds like it could happen to any of us. Yeah,
it's scary. I mean, the major factors are stress, smoking. Smoking is huge. Don't smoke. It's the stupidest thing I ever did. I don't recommend anyone to start doing that. Stress, smoke, lifestyle choices, and overeating. It's stupid. One blessing in disguise out of this is I'm down 51 pounds and I'm ready to get back on boards and just start, moving forward. But
yes,
man, you don't want a gut punch like that and a life check like that in order to make these decisions. They're so easy to make.
Well, not really. We get stuck in our patterns.
It's true.
Sometimes you need something like this.
True.
Find the silver lining, right?
True.
Let's talk some sports now.
All right, fantasy
but
football
that's our
approaching.
It is for sure. But that's our public service announcement for the day.
Thank you for hearing me out, guys.
Yep. Thanks.
Much mahalos. I really appreciate it.
This is notpods.com. This is my original episode of my new show, Talk Story with Uncle Richie. Hopefully one day it'll be Patrick Mahomes sitting right here, even though I can't stand him.
I can't hold up to that.
You're better than him. I got dreams, aspirations, 5 good minutes on PTI, Cowherd, Good Morning Football. This is Richie on the phone from somewhere in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. You actually gave it away once, but we're only saying Hawaii.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. If you know, it's going to come out sometime. You never know if you know my hat. Yeah, fantasy football. How many are you doing this year?
Only 2.
2, okay.
And so far, but your Pick'em League, I'm very, very excited about that as well.
Did you get my invite?
I did.
Okay,
and
good.
We'll figure that out when we get off this. But yeah.
Okay.
So far, I already have one league where it's my little brother's league, and it's his only league. So he gives draft positions months before. So I already knew I had the 12th pick about a month ago.
12?
Yeah, 12 out of 12, full PPR.
Bro.
So I've been doing mock drafts with that.
Oh yeah, I'm 15th out of 15.
I like that.
It's tough though.
That's going to take some strategy. Yeah,
I might go QB.
Ooh, we'll see. Yeah, at 15, it's crazy to see how high QBs are going this year.
If there's like 2 or 3 go, then I'll at least get a stud running back or receiver.
I'm locked in on Justin Herbert. I like the 6th round attitude of him in a 12-team league. I like that. You think he'll last that long? Well, we'll see. Everyone last year went high on him, and he got hurt. Yeah. I was watching that Kansas City game. I saw him take that shot to the ribs.
Yeah,
and he was not the same.
No,
I think he's going to have a massive bounce back here this year, and I like his price. Lamar is great, but I like that Herbert's cheaper.
Oh, for sure. We'll see. I think there could be a run on QBs early.
I agree.
I might hold off.
I'm always the late guy strategy, but I don't know. This year, I think Last year I had Jalen Hurts. I don't like the price this year. I took him in every league I had, and it paid off for the most part. But yeah, I don't like the price this year, but I like Herbert's price.
I've never had Josh Allen. I had 7 last year. 3 years in a row, I've lost to Josh Allen in the playoffs in one of my leagues. So
he always comes strong at the end of the year.
Yeah. So I kind of want to have him in at least one. I'm doing only 4 this year, but so $400 my 15-teamer, no head-to-head. So it's just overall score.
I like that.
So if you get down 30 in week 2, it's a struggle. You got to be on top of it early, you know.
That's tough.
15th.
That's tough.
It is.
But you got the back-to-back. I like that. I like that.
that.
Especially the more the teams, the back-to-back is crucial.
It is.
If you get 2 solid picks, it could make a big difference.
I like a stack too.
Yeah. Yeah, this year the running back strategy is interesting.
What do you
They're
do?
pretty.
What do you do? And with what if Taylor and Jacobs are in the same situation? Where are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm a diehard Raider fan, and I fall off Jacobs more and more every day.
Yeah,
every day.
We're talking about that shortly. We got an ex-Raider fan. We got a Raider fan that's
current struggling,
like
watching the dumpster fire burn literally in front of you every day.
It's pretty literally. I had to quit, but more of that down the road. Yeah, a little more fantasy. Running back. I mean, if I'm 1 through 10, I'm going stud running back. If there's one left, I hope 3 guys take quarterbacks. If there's somebody left, because I think
every mock draft I'm doing, it's receiver going through the first.
Yeah.
And I like.
Do you do Fantasy Pros, that one?
Yes.
That goes real fast.
Yes.
Okay.
And I've been liking getting Stephon Diggs and Tony Pollard at the turn. I really have. I know I'm reaching for Pollard a little early.
If he's healthy,
but
it's fine.
I really think think he's gonna have a breakout year. Even if his stats stay the same, he's gonna do great.
Yeah. Well, I got their depth chart is not much.
No.
Where we at?
When it comes to running backs, they are looking so sweet.
Deuce Vaughn, Malik Davis, Ronald Jones is hurt and suspended. I mean, they're talking maybe Zeke coming back. What's up with Dalvin Cook? I don't understand.
Last I heard, he was looking like the Eagles, but I don't know. He has a looming investigation on him.
That's true.
I just heard news about Joe Mixon getting a legal investigation, which really bummed me out because I got him I think it was like the 4th round on the 4th 5 turn in my draft last night, and I was stoked having him as my second running back, but. Yeah, he's in an alleged gun situation. He might be missing time now too.
And he beat the chick up in college on video at McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I don't understand these dumb kids.
Put our brain in their body.
I know. I would be dumb
irritating.
With a lot of money too.
Grow up, people.
Yeah, it's
bullshit. You're giving everything.
Act like a professional.
Beating up chicks, bro. But. If they get off, I guess we're still taking them.
That's the sad truth of fantasy football.
It's so sad. I'm sorry, God. Let's talk a little Raiders.
Ooh, touchy subject for ex-fans and current fans.
I'm mid-50s. I was a life and death Raider fan. Kenny Stabler, mid to late 70s, early 80s.
I can only watch tape.
How old are you in 84?
84, I was 3 years old.
So
that was the first year I went to a game, and I have to see photos of it. I have no recollection.
They've never won a Super Bowl.
I walked out of my. I'll never forget Huntington Beach, 2001, 2002. Tampa Super Bowl. It was literally the year before I moved to Kauai and
in Hawaii.
Okay. And straight up, I just remember being so pumped. Party at my house, keg, food, everything. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, everybody help yourself to everything in my house. I have to walk out. I wish I stayed and just sat through that because I have not seen a Super Bowl with them since, and I don't know how long it's going to be if I do.
See, and that's my thing. They won 3. when I was 10, 12, or 10, 13, and then my junior year in high school. And when you have that and the, commitment to excellence, just win, baby. Now it's commitment to mediocrity. Just whine, baby. When they moved the third time, and I grew up in Oregon, so it didn't really affect me. Oakland, then LA. But I felt bad for Oakland, then back to Oakland. Okay. But then, and I know Oakland doesn't do shit and they don't want to put the money into the facilities and, the city, but the fans, best fans, they're 2-13 and they sell out last game of the year.
You won't see an opposing jersey in there. If you do,
yeah,
it lights out.
So I just felt so heartbroken for them and Mark Davis.
I broke the bank, went to the new stadium. It's as beautiful as it is. It's a sad sight to see.
Because it hurts. Half the other team, yeah.
Yeah, if not more than half.
Yeah.
Going to a Bronco game and seeing a sea of orange, you would never have seen that in LA or Oakland.
It's tough.
It's tough. Luckily, we won that game, so I walked out happy.
What year?
That was last year. Last year, first, I think it was like week 3 in Vegas. Yeah.
Oh, and the Russell Wilson fiasco.
Yeah.
Bro.
Broncos, I don't draft them, but I don't know. I like Judy and I like Courtland Sutton. Like in the 16th round, he's going. That's pretty nuts.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He could be
Javonte,
a great flex. Yep, Javonte too. It looks like he has no help behind him. So,
and he's healthy. Yeah,
fantasy's gonna be interesting this year. I'm excited.
4 leagues, about $1,000 worth. Just paid my 300 league, so I only owe about like $600. I paid 2 leagues already. Last year, $1,300. I only won 1. Got 600 back. So,
yeah, I was about in the same boat last year. I got a 3rd place and a 2nd place, and they basically covered me. So I was happy I got 4? Covered. Yeah, I did 4 last year. Yeah.
There's too many is too many.
It is. It makes it not fun.
Kind of. Especially, you got this guy, but you're playing against him here, but you need him to get only 92 yards.
You're rooting for him and rooting against him.
Yeah. Okay. What else? You're sticking with Raiders a little longer?
Sticking with the Raiders.
Can't stand them now.
What's Vegas got them at? 7.5 this year, wins. I think it is.
Let's see. My notes. I've been doing the show every week. Or every day, I still have to do. I'm starting with the AFC North today. Let's see, AFC should be right here. 6.5. I haven't done them yet. I got my Vegas under, no bet, over, under. I go through the whole schedule. I don't know if you listen to any of the divisional ones, but half-hour shows about. See what happens.
I see them going over 6 wins. I don't see them going over 7.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the schedule right now. Bear with us. I'm doing this on my own. Well, I got DC here, but by the way, best app ever, Sports Alerts with the whistle. Look at NFL standings, teams, games. So let's go to Raiders schedule.
It's rough.
Best to split at Denver, at Buffalo, maybe 1-1. Pittsburgh, Chargers 2-2 at best. Green Bay, maybe. Give them 3-3. Give them 4-4, 3-5. 3-6, 3-4, 4-7, 4-8. We'll give them 5-8. 5. I say 5 to 7 wins.
Yeah, I think I'm reaching at 7.
Kind of 6.5.
Yeah,
I probably have to go under.
6.5. It's tough. I don't like McDaniels. I don't like him one bit.
No. Kind of a dumbass.
If one day you're listening, John Gruden, I miss you.
$100 million.
Yeah, you
don't be a dumbass and put shit on emails.
Yeah.
Why are you putting shit on emails?
Yeah, whether they're 20 years old or 5 years old, man, don't do it.
No. I mean, if you dig some of my shit up, I'm small potatoes. But when you're CEO,
you got to keep it clean.
right? Well, we're at 25 minutes. Anything else you want to talk about for 5?
I just want to say thank you so much for having me. It was really cool discussing that and
Yep.
football anytime. I'm studying hard, so fantasy football is kind of the grind for the next few months.
It is. Labor of love.
Yep. Good fun.
I'm gonna talk a little bit, but if you ever want your own show, bro, you can have keys to the car and just sit at home, and
Sweet.
that's part of what it is, because I'm internet radio. So anybody that wants to sign up for time slots,
Let's
don't
do it.
cost
Let's
nothing.
get some listeners so we can do some homework.
Yep, for sure. Well, thanks for joining us. Hopefully, learned something and had a good time. And great seeing you, Dustin. This is original episode
Great
of
to
Top
see you.
Story.
Awesome, Richie. Thank
Hopefully,
you so much.
there will be famous, not quite as famous as you, but some real athletes up in here.
Small stepping stone to bigger things.
Yeah, for sure. And please, not pods on my YouTube station. Anyone, every subscription, greatly appreciated. All your support. Notpods.com, coming soon. Got to just figure out. But I'm going to have an awesome website to go along with all this. So I'll be live on the website and on YouTube. So it's my dream. I got to stop saying so. So one thing I noticed. Help me out, people. I'll be back later this evening.
He's doing great.
We're doing the AFC. So we did the NFC, North, South, East, and West. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is Friday, August 11th. And I'll be doing the AFC North. Tough division.
Oof. That's going to be a fun one to watch, though.
How's Pickett and Pickens?
Oh,
you can almost go with them in the 14th.
Yeah, I know. I don't trust the quarterback.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. But I like that tight end, too. If I don't get Kelsey in the first round, then I'm looking at Waller, if I don't get Waller's, what about a 6th or 7th? I think that's going to be a huge steal this year.
Too.
I think he's going to be the focal point of that offense. But we'll talk about that post-draft season.
All right. Well, almost a half hour. Good spending time with you.
Always.
I'll see you around. I'm taking a break from drinking, but maybe my first beer back, I'll come down to your bar. Which, if you know, you know. Okay. Say goodbye.
Aloha guys.
People.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
I don't know how to say